to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida's offense will get the first swing of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interested to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some act.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Back to pass, it's Segal. Quarterback adapting. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Gators are marching down the field. From the gun, the ground game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
He's got it inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes it past the marker. Breaks away on the left. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. With that last one, he's now up to 90 career rushing touchdowns.
Man, that is crazy to think about, to be that durable at the running back spot, to be in the lineup, running with juice, running with energy. 90 touchdowns is so crazy. What a career for this guy.
It's just so easy to be desensitized to it because we've watched this guy do it all throughout his career. But let's just take a moment and pause and appreciate the greatness that is 90 touchdown runs.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Going to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Siegel. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Offense in a bunch formation. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points.
There he goes. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gator.
And that is a beautiful throw. Get it to your receiver quickly. Let him do the rest. Making the quarterback look good. And if you watched Florida football back in the day, that is exactly why Jesse Palmer had a job. Throw to elite wide receivers that make their quarterback look really good.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but it's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Stanford. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw. Fires it. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Slater. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lost to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. The kickoff team is on the field and we're ready to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Segal. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Fires to the tight end.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Gators have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Off play action. He'll off one deep down the left side. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. He's taken the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Steps away. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Makes the grab on the left. At the 40, there he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. There's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game 1, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains at can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game.
The snap to the up end, they'll fake it. Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Looking for a man. It's Siegel. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Slater. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Looking down the middle. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, and you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Longhorns will. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. No, he got loose. Turning it on. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Makes a man miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Catch in the middle. It's Slater. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. This offense defense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tag another one on before the break. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They just keep firing. Touchdown Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Looking to throw, it's Seagal. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Slater. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Might be calling a hot route. He'll take a deep shot here. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Siegel. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Man, got to give credit to this defense in the sudden change situation. They barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell incomplete.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good, right down the boulevard. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forced forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Longhorns, they fake it again. Pretty soon you keep faking it. It's not really a fake. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. Noses his way forward, maybe gets 1. They'll mark it at the 18.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Softened him up with a run, now to throw. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Picks up the first down, still moving. Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Release to the back. Working that left side now. They'll finally breaks on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. On the ground. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. 4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Takes a hit as he fires. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. And the Gators buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35. They're looking for a huge play. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
And bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
The game. The offense back to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Looking for a man. It's Segal. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A strike downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Gators are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man down was made, but there has been a flag thrown. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. From the gun, looking for a man. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Made a defender miss. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. He's looking to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking downfield, it's Siegel. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on third and goal.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll take the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Looking deep. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. They drag him down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think you.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. To the air, it's Segal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Caught over the middle. It's Slater. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll leave it with him. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Back to throw, it's Siegel. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like